Hello, beautiful people. I hope everybody is doing wonderfully today. I wanted to talk a little bit about the process of decision making and how it affects our lives, essentially how we take action or not take action in our lives. So, a lot of times people make decisions based on all of the options that they have in front of them. So basically they look at the big picture and they get really confused and overwhelmed because instead of focusing on making one decision at a time, they just see all of the options in front of them and their brain gets confused and overwhelmed as to they don't know where to start. There's just so many options. So instead of making any decision, the action is to not make a decision at all. And then the results stay the same, nothing changes. So I want to invite everybody to think about how they make their decisions. One way to improve this decision-making process of looking at everything, all of the options all at once, is to begin to shift your focus towards making one decision at a time, looking at one option at a time, deciding if it's a yes or a no for you individually. And once you've come up with that decision, you can move on to the next option and decide if that is a yes or a no for you individually. And then you can compare all of your options or decide what of all of the yeses are truly important to you. It's much easier for your brain to focus on one option at a time. This creates less overwhelm, less confusion, and then ultimately more confidence in your decisions, creating more ease, efficiency, and effectiveness. This essentially will help you create the results that you want in a much simpler and faster way because the brain will then function in a more manageable way. So a very simple example is, let's say you have a bunch of things that you need to do in one day. You want to get a project done, you have some laundry to do, you wanted to go out and have lunch with a friend, you also needed to go to the gym, and you also wanted to hop on a call and get in touch with your mom or dad. Ultimately, there are so many things to do all at once, and sometimes it's so hard to even decide where to start that procrastination kicks in or some sort of inaction takes over where instead of getting all of those things done, maybe you get only one of those things done. So I would invite you to then make a decision individually. Do I need to get this one project done today? Or what do I need to do in order to get this project done today? So individually decide what that will look like for you. Make that decision. Can you get it done, what you need to get done today or not? Then move to the next step, the next option. I have laundry to do. Is this necessary for me to get done today? Yes or no? Then move towards having lunch with a friend. Is this something that is important for me to do today? Then move through and decide about the gym. Is this something that's important for you to get done today and to accomplish? So as you can see, instead of looking at this long list of duties and chores and to-dos that you have to accomplish all in one day, you are allowing yourself to practice making decisions efficiently and effectively by choosing to focus on one thing at a time. And once you decide what's truly important for you to get done in this one day, it might only be 3 of the 5 things, for example. And this allows you to make a better plan for yourself of how you're going to get those things accomplished in one day. So this takes you from inaction and getting maybe 1 or 2 things done to getting maybe a lot more things done in one day, because you've individually decided what is truly important to you. So this is kind of a simple version of what I'm talking about when making decisions, but what's really interesting is that no matter how simple it is, the way you make decisions in one area of your life is actually the way that you make decisions in all the rest of the areas in your life. So it's good practice to ask yourself how you make your decisions. And it's really simple to figure that out by making a decision. What thoughts flood into your brain? Do you start thinking about everything that you have to do all at once? Do you start to connect this one decision, this one choice that you have to make with all of the other things that you have to do in one day, or all of the other things that are possibly connected? Or can you disconnect and focus on this one decision, this one piece of the puzzle at a time? So that's what I wanted to share with you. And I want to invite you to think about it. How do you make your decisions? And perhaps just practice focusing on making one decision at a time. Doing so will build that decision-making muscle for you so that you can quickly, effectively, and efficiently make decisions every day throughout the day to get you moving into constant flow of action. And by doing that, you will get the results that you want in your life, no matter what they are. So have a beautiful rest of the day, and mwah!